got to win her in order to get that girl, because she's making the decisions.
Like, if you're trying to talk to us, like, I don't know.
So funny, because the judges are supposed to be these pickup experts, and they completely missed the elephant in the room. What's up, guys? This video we're going to be breaking down scenes from a TV show called Keys to the VIP, which is an old school pickup TV show where the premise is guys pick up girls live on camera and the judges analyze whose performance is better. And this one we're going to specifically take a look at how an alpha Chad compares to the average guy in terms of their ability to get girls. Alright, so as I mentioned in the introduction, this is an old school pickup show. This came out in the early 2000s, so you're going to see a lot of old school pickup tactics. And again, the premise is various guys compete against each other in various social challenges to pick up girls. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's jump right in.
I really like the dark mahogany furniture. I believe it represents power.
So this is the average guy.
And I believe it represents class. This is my bookshelf here. I've got an assortment of books. In order to communicate with girls, you have to be able to intellectually communicate with them.
Okay, so this is completely incorrect. Reading books is great. It's great for your overall development. It's going to do absolutely nothing for your ability to get girls. I would argue that guys who are super smart actually have a disadvantage because they're too in their head.
Assortment of colognes that I like to use. This is more of a summer cologne. It's a Caribbean tonic or Bermuda tonic, as they say.
Hey, we don't really care about his cologne collection. Let's go to the second guy.
Who's that good looking guy there? I don't really have any rituals before I go out. I just pretty much shotgun a beer in the shower. I just shave, throw in some deodorant, I'm good to go. Got the jacks going. I'm a champion. That's why I call it the cage, baby. You think it's a game? Arr! I am the ultimate player because I'm confident. I'm pretty sure I got the looks to be an ultimate player. I'm pretty sure girls like me, and I'm funny. I make them laugh, they have a good time with me, and that's why I'm the ultimate player.
Nothing is an indicator to me other than a sloppy room. And his bed is sloppy, that means his technique is sloppy.
This is the kind of wisdom you're going to get from the judges. Oh, his bed is sloppy, thus the technique is sloppy. Pure nonsense. There's no correlation between how messy your bed is and how good your game is. I have like literally the fucking messiest room in the world. I'm pretty solid. So yeah, all right. So let's skip past this and go straight to the part where they start picking up girls, because I'm sure you guys don't really care about a super long introduction. Okay, so here is the first challenge.
Let's see how our players perform under pressure.
Hi. There you are. Hi, girls.
Hi.
How are you doing? Very beautiful eyes, by the way. I asked you a question. Are you sisters? No, you're not?
This is how you can tell it's an older show, because they're using these corny routines like, oh, are you guys sisters, blah, blah, blah. It's like these old cold reads and this like scripted stuff. My advice, don't do this. It's really ineffective. Girls can see what you're doing. A lot of it's just really cringe.
All right, all right.
What's he doing? Unless he's gonna do a magic trick here?
That was completely bizarre. It was like, need alcohol, quickly, need to get drunk.
If I was these two girls, I'd be pulling the chute right now. And look, they're looking at each other and they're saying, "Dear Stalker Diary."
Well, look at her. She's got her phone on. I bet the first two numbers on her phone are 9-1.
9-1.
You know what I mean?
If you didn't know me, but you don't, and I was going like this. Would you think that was funny or no? Or would you think this better?
Okay, so right now he's doing what's called dancing monkey gate, which is literally the thing you want to avoid. So he's being the entertainer, right, of the group. You might think that's a good idea because you're going to make the girl laugh, but you get put in a dancing monkey frame and you're done, because the girls are not going to respect you. They're not going to take you seriously. And the worst part of this is that when you're the dancing monkey, they're the judge. So they have all the power over you in that interaction, and they can be like, you're not funny, right? And then you're done.
That's funnier.
Yeah, you think that's good? You like that?
I think they're both really lame.
Lame? Well, that's the point. They're supposed to be funny.
But they're not funny, they're lame.
So, okay, so funny would be...
Okay, can't you stop? Like, I'm really embarrassed for you.
Oh no!
Like, I'm really embarrassed for you.
That's what happens when you're a dancing monkey. You can get stuff like that. Girls will be like, I'm embarrassed for you. That's not really a reaction you should get. Now, look, I get blown out all the time when I do cold approach girls, like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or, oh, sorry, I'm not interested. But I never have a girl say, I'm embarrassed for you, right? Again, that only happens if you're being the dancing monkey.
Like, that's
For me?
not funny.
Really?
I'm sorry.
She thinks it's funny.
She thinks it's funny that...
That's what I mean,
pathetic.
because it's embarrassing.
Like, if you're trying to talk to us, I don't know. like it.
Guys, is he making a mistake by constantly addressing the alpha female of the group where she's clearly the leader?
He's got to take on the most likely source of the cock block. He's got to win her in order to get that girl, because she's making the decisions.
Like, if you're trying to talk to us, I don't like.
So funny, because the judges are supposed to be these pickup experts, and they completely miss the elephant in the room. They're like, oh, is he supposed to talk to the alpha female? That's not the big issue here. The issue is not the girl he's talking to. He's fucking being the dancing monkey, right? What he should have done is gone up to these girls, have a normal conversation with them. Like, hey, where are you girls from? Like, even though that may be boring, that's going to be 100 times better than whatever the fuck he's doing now.
To be honest,
Pathetic.
you just made a huge fool of yourself.
Pathetic? Maybe you should get your nails done, your toenails done. It's called a pedicure. Take care.
Then he like rage quits. Also, something like a gay guy would say, you should get a pedicure done, so it's not even really a good diss.
Yeah, I'm not supporting that.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not supporting that.
Listen, look at her mouth right now. Look how her mouth is. Because she's thinking to herself, yeah, I do need a pedicure.
But, here's the funny thing, though. I think we missed something.
What's that?
He made her laugh.
We've seen Mark butcher the last game and somehow succeed. And let's see how Kyle does, guys.
Somehow succeed. He did not succeed at all. There's zero succeeding there.
Oh, man.
This is so embarrassing. I almost wore the same thing tonight. I swear to God.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's a lot better than whatever the guy was doing. I almost wore the same thing tonight. I'm a big fan of just saying whatever comes to your mind, just being authentic. So if that's a line he's using, I wouldn't recommend that. But it does feel kind of natural. But if that's just what comes to your mind, then that's okay.
Called it. Just trying to grow your arms.
Alpha male, athlete, player, winner.
I swear to God. I'm the same color in sweatpants. Yeah.
Really?
He's doing something that identifies with women. And what is that? Clothing.
Clothing. Fashion.
Great icebreaker. Something that they can relate to.
No, it's not. They're just related to him because he's a good-looking, confident guy. That's what they're picking up on, not his like little fashion insight.
Nice pants, sweetheart.
Thanks.
Yeah, not bad.
I borrowed them from you.
I'm actually wearing them underneath my jeans right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Can I see them?
You want to? I don't know. So where are you guys from?
We're from Etobicoke.
Oh, really? That's not too far. How'd you get here?
Subway and cab.
Where can you go with this? Chris, where would you go with this besides home to read a poem to them?
I don't.
Yeah, he was going to read a poem.
Yeah, you got it.
Actually doing okay. I mean, again, like I think these guys are confused because they think good game is something fancy and whatnot, but he's just having a normal conversation, shooting the shit with girls. They're laughing, they're giggling. There's a good man-to-woman frame. This is pretty solid.
I gotta go find my friends. I'll be back. So I'm sure to see you guys later on tonight. Okay. All right, take it easy.
All right.
This is the one mistake that he makes here. So this is a common intermediate beginner mistake, is when things are going well, you self-sabotage and you bail, right? At this point, the girls were interested. He should have picked the girl that he finds the most attractive, talk to her for a few minutes, maybe isolate her, and then he can decide if he's going to pull her or he's just going to get her number. Now, in this one, they have 5 minutes, so you're not going to pull a girl in 5 minutes. So again, I would have picked a girl and gotten her number, right? Don't prematurely bail. This is a very common mistake that guys make. When things are going well, they get a little anxious and they just prematurely bail.
Chris, who won this first round?
Kyle won, hands down. Kid's got some serious game, and the fact that he's got killer looks doesn't hurt him either.
Peaches.
You know what? Kyle called it from the outset. He had the aura, he had the quan. He's the winner.
Obviously, Kyle's a stone cold assassin.
He's still cool. I'm going to say this much. Mark did succeed, and I kind of enjoyed that one more, to be quite frank with you. But the 7 seconds, 0 to 100, this kid's got mad game. Kyle won the first game.
I don't think he has mad game. He's just like basically your typical alpha natural, right? I don't think he actually really knows much game. He's just a guy who's pretty confident and good looking, and he's getting those reactions. Again, if you're good looking, you're confident, you're socially savvy, like you're gonna get pretty good reactions. But the question is can he actually hook up with those girls? That's where the game part comes in. It's not in just like having conversations, it's actually in pulling the girl, figuring out the logistics, dealing with cock blocks, stuff like that. That's where the game aspect comes in, and we haven't seen that yet, again, because the interaction has been way too short.
Let's see if Mark can pull this one out of the fire.
In this round, each player has 5 minutes to retrieve a woman's phone number. But the conversation must be initiated by insulting her shoes. Let's see how our players recover from a very bad first impression.
All right. I gotta tell you one thing. I really don't like your shoes. And I don't like that purse. However, I think you have very beautiful eyes, and I think your hair is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I know that's.
Sure, I look like she's my purse.
This is such a typical chick thing. Like, she gets like 1 neg and like 5 compliments, and she focuses on the negative.
That's about the compliment she just received? Right to the negative.
Don't worry about my natural beauty. Let's talk about these shoes.
Like it's so funny. It's like you're with a chick, and you're like, she's like, how do I look? Oh, you look great. Your tits are popping. Your face is great. Everything is perfect. I love your dress. But I think your left nail is a little off. Well, what's wrong with my nail? Right? It's such a typical chick.
That I bought on sale for $10.
But also leaves her with hope. Ditch the shoes and the purse, and maybe you can date.
You know what? I just said they match. It looks good, but the shoes they don't do it for me.
Okay, so the problem is that he's just like fucking now. He's just like trying to justify himself. Yeah, but you know, it looks okay. The shoes. Like, if I was forced to do this challenge, I think I would just go in and be like, ooh, what's up with these? And the girl would be like, what? Like, your shoes. And then the girl would be like, what are you talking about? And then I would just change the topic. I would drop it. I wouldn't start, well, you know, the shoes are actually not that bad. Like, I would just drop it and be move on. Like, I'm just fucking around. Anyway, blah, 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 blah.
You're great. Why don't you take another look?
Oh,
Take another look.
Well, you know, I don't mean to insult you like that. I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I just want to let
You gave enough compliments to cover up the
See, she knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. See, like, I don't really like those shoes either.
your shoes are ugly. Your shoes are ugly. You're taking out the shotgun.
Since I had a little like fashion expo on you girls, I'd love to buy you a drink. One more drink, come on me. All right, follow me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
This I really don't like. He's basically bribing them with drinks. He's like, oh, look, I insulted you. Let me buy you a drink. Like, you don't want to do stuff like that. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with if you're on a date, you know, paying for the drinks and stuff like that, right? But just random girl you meet at the bar and you're just like trying to bribe her with drinks, that's not a good look.
I'll get to the bar. I'd love to get your phone number.
Woo! She didn't even finish her sentence.
Those numbers left a burn residue on the tongue. Jesus.
If you want to learn how to be a stud, pop yourself some popcorn, grab yourself a seat, and watch Mark in action. Let's see if...
I mean, this is really not a good game. This was like below average. I mean, yeah, he got her number. That's probably going to be a flaky number. Now, look, the fact that he isolated the girl, that's good. I like that part. Like, you should always isolate the girl you're interested in, you know, especially before you ask for the number, right? She may feel more comfortable giving you that number if her friends aren't watching over her, right? So that's good. The drink thing, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Also, the fact that he got so stuck on the opener.
Kyle can reproduce this brilliant moment. Here comes the Terminator again. He's methodical, he's precise, and he's heartless. I love it.
Come on, get down. Go, do it. So the way he works the bar, he's just brushing men aside. Out of my way, you mortals.
You're not supposed to wink at me.
Why?
Because I can't wink.
Wait, she just got a shot of Botox? What do you mean she can't wink?
Really?
It's going to be a really good example how an alpha guy, this is going to disprove the black pill, how an alpha guy who's good looking and gets initial interest can completely fuck shit up with a lack of game.
I don't know about those shoes or that skirt there. I don't think it looks good.
You don't think it looks good?
What? Cricket her neck. She got ghetto on him quick. You don't think it looks good?
You don't think it looks good? I really want that. Can I ask you a question?
I'm fashion, please.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have mirrors at home before you go out?
So the issue is that he's not keeping eye contact, right? He's delivering the neg, but he's kind of half-assing it. He's looking around. You want to keep dead strong eye contact. Like the girl's like, you don't think it looks good? I'm like, strong eye contact.
With the baseball bat and hit his head into Cubby's coat. Don't forget Barry Bonds. That one's out of the park. You know, this guy's rowing for that head. You know what I mean?
Follow me to the bar, I'll buy you a drink, make it up to you.
I don't drink.
What do you do? What's that right there?
That's my girlfriend's drink.
Who are you here with?
My girlfriend.
Oh, really?
He's at the bar getting me a drink.
I have another drink for
I
both
just
of
want a
you.
drink from you, actually.
Oh, okay.
Seem a little arrogant.
Oh, there's There's nowhere for this to go but down in flames.
He got obliterated here, but I love her. You know why? Because she's saving herself for guys like me. No, I'm just kidding. That's too arrogant.
I agree with Chris here wholeheartedly. He was out of his league. You know, it's a step-up fight to the next level of contender, and he wasn't ready.
This is a David and Goliath situation. She was Goliath. Like, you know, and he was without a slingshot.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me how these judges completely missed the elephant in the room. This chick was a brat. Like, how the fuck did they not pick up on that? A brat gets off on testing men. You can tell by the strong eye contact that she keeps, she was challenging him, right? It was a shit test. So what he needed to do was, when she's like, do you look in the mirror? I would have been like, no. I don't even own a mirror, right? Keep strong eye contact, right? And then eventually she will break. Now, she may keep testing you, right? Again, that's what a brat does. You see, there was an initial interest off the bat. Again, she saw him, and what a brat wants is a confident, alpha dominant guy who will not fall for her shit, who can just completely overcome all her shit tests. And again, the problem is that he broke tension. Like, he gave the initial neg, but then he was just like sidetracking, and then when she started giving him shit back, he couldn't handle it, right? So it's so funny how they completely missed that. This chick is a brat. He could have banged her, right, if he passed her shit test.
Guys, it's 1-1. It's playoffs, game 7, last game. Let's find out who the player is, you know, and we're going to find out with a great game. This is a game that Sheldon's earned his bread and butter on, living at home with his mom, without a job, and still pulling some birds. So let's find out what these guys can do with that.
In round 3, each player must seduce a woman by convincing her it's cool to be an unemployed artist while living with your parents. Let's see.
Oh, great. That's like 99% of the pickup community.
How our players work the artistic angle.
Hey girls. Amanda, right?
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm pretty good. Well, right now I'm unemployed. I live with my parents. Yeah. However, aside from history, I'm an artist as well. Like my whole life I've always been a sculptor.
So he just met them, he's literally launching into a rant. This is something that guys commonly do. They meet a girl, they get a little nervous, and they just start talking on and on about themselves. It was way too early to introduce that. I've been like, hey, so what do you do? Right? Like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? Right? What do you do? And then she's like, oh, I do this and this. What do you do? And then you can tell her. Then you can be like, well, actually, right now, I'm unemployed, broke guy, living at home with his parents. Sexy as fuck, right? Like, I would have just done it like that with some sarcasm and a little cheekiness, so the girl doesn't even know if you're being serious or not. So that's how I would have approached it if I was given this challenge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You can tell a woman anything if you do it right. And all you gotta do is either surround the truth with lies or the lies with truth.
That is the first piece of good advice that we've got from the judges so far.
I've always been obsessed with sculpture. Like, I love it.
What do you do?
I don't know. Like, do you know? Like, I like to sculpture the human body.
Oh, really?
Like, I love wildlife. I love sculpting wildlife. You know what I mean?
With your parents.
So you know what these guys are missing from their game? Trolling. Like, if a girl says to me, so what do you do all day? Then I just be like, I just sit at home and masturbate to Japanese bukkake porn, right? Or if she seems a little bit more timid, I would say, oh, you know, I just sit around and I would just troll her, fuck with her a little bit, right? These guys are just like way too serious with their stuff. And when they do make jokes, they're corny jokes when they're like fucking dancing and shit.
Do you like to sculpt wildlife?
No, like cool poses. Like, I have one of Rocky. You know, Rocky in the movie Rocky? Oh, I love Rocky. It's when it's him. He's like this. He's like, all ready?
He needs to shut up. God's sakes. She's trying to speak, and he keeps on interrupting her. Let her speak. She might give you something you want to hear. Like, what's he doing?
Left, right. Left, right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
This guy loves going into dancing monkey mode. But yeah, that guy's right. Shut the fuck up. Like, a good interaction should be 50-50. Even maybe like 70-30, where the girl is doing 70% of the talking. If you watch me on dates, actually the girl probably talks more than I do. You just gotta shut up. People like talking about themselves. They don't really give a shit about you.
Totally know what you mean.
it sucks because, like, and to one degree, you know, it doesn't pay the bills as much as it should, but all it takes is a little bit of time. You know, it's still cool, right? You agree with me?
It doesn't pay the bills as much as it should? Like, is there a lucrative market for Rocky sculptures? I thought it was going to make a killing.
It's beautiful lipstick.
Oh, really?
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
After I kiss someone?
Do you have to reapply?
Yeah. Then it ends up on the other guy. He'll have, like, sparkles.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And now he actually engaged with her, building the rapport and taking the second.
So this is what I like. This is a mini isolation. So even though her girlfriends are right there, they're kind of turned around. So this chick is actually low-key into him. You can see the indicators of interest. She's just agreeing, she's nodding, she's holding strong eye contact. So this chick is definitely interested, but let's see if he capitalizes on that.
Tension up a little bit.
Take 3 hours.
Exactly.
If you kissed me on the cheek, would it make it like a mark?
I don't know. Probably.
Yes! Finally, there is a God.
You make a mark?
It's not a big mark, no.
So you could kiss me on the lips and nothing would happen. You want to try it?
Oh! That was fantastic. What are they?
So we'll give him credit. That was pretty good. Yeah, granted the chick was interested, but yeah, that was pretty good. I like that. It's like some smooth escalation. So he goes for the cheek and then kiss me on the lips. Now, I probably wouldn't have said, would you like that? I would have been like, oh, that's interesting. Well, let's find out what happens when you kiss me on the lips, right? And then I would just go for it. But again, that's a small subtlety.
I don't know where he pulled that out from, but man.
Here was that compelling story you told about being a sculptor.
Mission accomplished. It certainly wasn't a Rembrandt, and it certainly wasn't a Michelangelo. I would suggest it was a color by numbers. You know what I mean? On his best day. So let's go see what Kyle can do with this.
Ladies, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
You ever asked me what my...
So generally speaking, I would not go in so strong. Now, of course, they are at a club, so it's acceptable, but going in like straight with arms around the girl, that can be a little too strong. Again, I'm a big fan of being ballsy, like going in hard. That if you do it on calibrate, I would not recommend doing this basically if you're a beginner, right? If you're more advanced, then sure, I guess it's fine, because then you can calibrate if you get a negative reaction.
Profession was, and I asked what yours was.
You did not. What's your profession? What's your profession? What do you do?
Oh, if you really must know, you're probably gonna find this like a little fruity, but I'm a painter.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
do you paint? Like murals?
Still life.
Really?
That was so awkward. That was like trying to take a dump in the woods. You know what I mean? Like, where is he going with this?
Okay, I moved back home with my parents.
I don't really see what the fuck he's talking about. It's not awkward. Look at the three girls. They're fucking enchanted with him. They're all staring at him. They're all interested. Now, I do see where black pill guys get some of their theories from. Yes, of course, you have a big leg up when you're a Chad, when you're an alpha guy, when you're a good-looking dude. Yeah, of course, you're going to get different reactions from the girls. But you still need game to capitalize on those reactions, right? So this is where the dating community went horribly wrong when they say things like, looks don't matter at all. That's completely false. Of course looks matter.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. Would you paint somebody, like a friend or somebody?
Like a nude photo?
That's still like. Do you have experience with nudes?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Moment.
Like,
Not ready, but yeah, I'm willing to start. I'm willing to experiment. If you...
do you have it like all through the year?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Like, how do you bring girls home?
It doesn't happen very often, surprisingly. But I'll tell you what.
But you're so good looking.
Oh, thank you. I like your style, Dana. I like the way you put together.
Oh, you remembered my name?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's a little small clap.
Yeah,
That's commendable. Do you remember my name?
Becky.
This one, Becky, the validator. She needs to be validated, eh?
The Becky chick is definitely the most interested. Like, she's very attracted to the guy. So now at this point, he needs to kind of isolate her.
She had to steal Dana's thunder there. Do you remember my name?
She's what you'd call the focus puller in the group.
You think so?
Yeah, I call those
That's
the
your
focus
technical
puller.
term?
That is my technical term.
I like to call her a tryhard. Call her what you want.
Just come with me, all right?
Okay.
Come over here. What do we want? We'll do the Kyle tequila shot.
Okay, so he pulled two of the girls, right? So that's not really isolating. I would have just picked the girl that you're... This is the mistake guys commonly make. Beginners, intermediates. I see Todd be making this mistake all the time. When you're talking to a group of girls, yes, engage the group initially, but then pick the girl that you're interested in and focus on her. Don't keep engaging the group. Get the group's acceptance by, again, being a cool, normal, friendly guy, and then focus on the target.
How do we do these the Kyle way?
Just put him down your throat and swallow.
Mercy me.
So basically the Kyle way is just throwing it down your throat.
A good opportunity to do a "that's what she said" joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're what, a hands-on teacher?
I guess you could say that. Cheers.
Cheers to what?
Cheers to...
This this guy's really bad at? He's really bad at holding sexual tension. So these girls are literally trying to build sexual tension with him, right? They're like, ooh, is this the Kyle way, right? But he just completely, he's like, oh, yeah, he's too logical, right? So again, this is a common, I would say, alpha Chad mistake is they're pretty confident, they're good at like going in there, right? But they don't know all the technical stuff. They don't know how to hold sexual tension. They don't know how to isolate. They don't know how to escalate. They don't know how to pull.
Abstract art. Hey? Yeah. Yeah, you like that. All right.
Did you want a drink?
No, I'm good. I'll get back to my friends though.
Okay. Talk to you again soon.
Well, maybe,
I like that because it was really ballsy, and again, it worked because the chick was attracted to him. Definitely not optimal game to go from 0 to 60 like that. So if you didn't have that really strong attraction, the chick would have given him the cheek, right? Especially, I really don't like this. Like, I get back to my friends type of shit. Like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, this chick is interested. If he has a time constraint, yeah, okay, but maybe still, like, I would have made the makeout more smoother. But again, it worked because the chick was super duper into him.
cheers. I'll leave you with that. Wow. All right. Can I get your phone number? Maybe I'll call you tomorrow. Yeah? All right.
I've never had anyone kiss me like that.
That is going to be a very solid number, unless this chick is secretly drunk. That's going to be a really good number. She's actually going to call back. Again, you see all the signs of attraction. That's what leads to a solid number.
Guys, I mean, is there even something to talk about? Chris, you know, let's find out what you have to say about this.
He played the gentleman, and whether that is really him or not, it was him right until the end, and he exploded.
Yeah.
And so did she.
Kyle's done the athletic brethren well. He's proven that he can be strong and intelligent both at the same time. He's a winner.
I absolutely love him. He's been toying with everyone. He is truly got game.
I have nothing but respect for this man. Move to the south of France, cut your ear off, because if you're painting rotten fruit like this, you are getting 5,000 per painting. Unbelievable.
It's funny, so the Alpha Chad won, big surprise. It's funny how these guys think that, oh, he has game. He doesn't really have much game. He has a little bit of game, but not much. He's just a good-looking, confident, alpha, natural guy, right? But he lacks a lot of the technical and chance of game. And if this guy actually bothered to learn real game, not this weird, old-school lines and bullshit, but real game, again, things like isolation, picking up on social cues, escalating, doing all this shit, not bailing early on sets, like this guy would be a fucking killer combined with his looks and his natural confidence. So again, you see that if you're a guy who's good looking, right, you obviously have an advantage, but you still need the game aspect to capitalize on it and turn those interests into actual hookups. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable and shows that you're an Alpha Chad by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this breakdown, whether you want to see more TV shows where it break down the cold approach infield. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.